Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and a new beer review. BeauJardin, sure, let's go with that. The brewery is located, I believe it's Mel, Belgium. I don't know the style of beer this says, except it's a fruit beer. It says here it's a malted beverage brewed with mixed berry juices, coriander, and orange peels. Here's a bottle. Here's what she looks like. Kind of a garden in the background, I guess. Bunch of fruits. I don't know if you can really see it that well. As you can tell, it's corked and caged, which surprisingly that didn't really jack up the price quite a bit. No details on the bottle other than the front label, which doesn't really say much of anything. I could not find a website for them. I couldn't really find any detail at all. I really doubt this beer's new. It's probably like many Belgian beers, been around for decades. My guess would be that this beer is available all year round. This bottle cost me $5.50. No ingredients on the label except for the berry juices, the coriander and orange peels. My guess is probably some Pilsner malt, maybe one other malt in it, and the juices and the berries. The only thing I expect from it is to taste some berries. Coriander, I've never been able to detect that. Orange peel, yeah, if there's enough of it. Like when they're vague like this, it's really helpful to get a clue what the hell to expect. I'm anticipating this to be a lighter medium body. Why? I have no idea. Why not? The back of this says 4.5% alcohol, no IBUs. Oddly enough, it should taste like fruit. I am expecting berry juices and maybe a little bit orange, and other than that, I don't know. Generally, the fruit flavor should be noticeable. There might be some sweetness, some maltiness in there, a combination of other flavors. It just really depends on the beer style that it is. Typical colors for these could be really anything. Very dark if it's a dark fruit. It could be a red, it could be a golden. It has a nice, color to it, like a rosy red color. Paper thin head. It is hazy, probably from the yeast and the fruit. Probably low flocculating yeast along with the fruit haze that's in there. The low flocculating yeast means that when it's done fermenting, it doesn't go entirely to the bottom. Some stays in suspension. There's nothing floating I can tell, no sediment on the bottom. That's a nice presentation. Looks pretty good, I think. I actually happen to like the color. I get raspberry. I'm wondering if on the label here, this is a hint of the flavors are in it. Raspberry, cherry, and I think those are blueberries. No, I just get raspberry out of the nose, nothing else. Not really a tartness that's noticeable yet. Just a little bit of sweet fruit. I don't smell any of the orange peel. It's possible it's just in the flavor. Sometimes I can smell it. A little tart. It's not intense tartness. Raspberry that is very present without tasting like you're eating one. Very light body. It just immediately goes up the roof of my mouth, stays there, brushes those fruit flavors, or fruit flavor, because there's only one I can tell, back and forth, and it just fades away. Sweet fruit. There might be a slight amount of maltiness in the background. I'm really not getting anything else at this point. There's no hop bite, hop character whatsoever, and they may not have used any of this either. I don't taste any orange in this. The raspberry is most noticeable. If the cherry and the blueberry is also supposed to be in there by the picture, I don't taste any of that. No citrus, no tangy. Not spicy, no candy, just sweet fruit. I'm not tasting anything from the base maltony, cracker, bread, dough, nothing like that. Although I'm not surprised because the fruit beer I usually don't taste that. If there are other flavors here, they're masked by the fruit. It's very thin, a little watery. I'm sure it's a simple recipe. This is not complex at all. Honestly, besides the fruit, I don't think there's much character or life here. Same fruit. It goes right at the top of my mouth. There is pretty much nothing on my tongue. The fruit brushes back and forth a few times very lightly and then just vanishes. A little bit sweet. That tartness is still there, still the raspberry. I am tasting a tiny bit of citrus. Same mouthfeel, Same single dimension flavor. I may be picking up just a tiny bit of orange peel. Berries, only raspberry. There's still no citrus, tanginess, bread, biscuit, spicy, candy, subtle hints of, I think it's the orange peel. Minus that one little exception, tastes the same as out of the glass. No off flavors, no diacetyl, no chemical flavors like paint, solvent, or nail polish. No rubbing alcohol, it's not skunked from sunlight, no fusels, no stringency, no rubber, plastic, cardboard, paper. Would I buy this again? No, it's too plain, too basic. I like fruit beers, but this just is so lifeless. Would I recommend it? If you like fruit beers, yeah, I mean, give it a shot. I don't know what else to say on that. Just don't set your expectations very high. It's not a bad beer. There's just not much going on. Not one of the better examples. It's incredibly basic, bland. Take away the berry flavor, there's really nothing left. I think it's really below average overall, just in terms of complexity of flavor profile. Yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. I have no idea how to say it. It's Rougeberries, whatever those are, with mixed berry juices, coriander, and orange peels. If you have any comments, feedback, thoughts, credit card numbers, single ace phone numbers, anything to pass on, let me know. I'm going to finish off this beer. Not bad, just not that impressive. Cheers. So they don't list, okay, God, how big of a pain in the ass is this going to be? Alright, after all that work, I finally had the cage off. That really took me a couple of minutes. The foil on here is like baked on.